Candace versus Cardi B. Um, when all that stuff was going on, I did kind of feel like Candace Owens was definitely getting some clout off of Cardi B. I'll say I don't think that maybe she gets the opportunity to argue with people who have that much fame. But I will also say that I had no dog in that fight. I don't like Candace Owens and I don't like Cardi B. And the insults that they were hurling back and forth at each other, to me, both of them were right. And both of the insults that they were hurling toward the other one was also about themselves, right? Both of them are being used by their respective parties. But though Candace, I will say, she's not being used as much as she wanted to be by her party, because she was very insulted that the Republican Party didn't give her a place to speak during their during their national convention. She was so upset that they didn't, and I was kind of surprised that they didn't. But they drug up enough Negroes to come up there and tell you that Trump wasn't racist. So I guess that they didn't need to add her to the bunch. And I also think, though, that both of those girls, young women, serve as another example of why politics is just a joke in general. And I kept, and pretty much it just kind of came down to, it was almost like a, I don't know, Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B thing. Whoever you like, that's who you think won the fight. Because I saw all these tweets. Oh man, Candace Owens, she owned Cardi B. And then I saw a lot of people, well, Cardi B, man, she owned Candace Owens when she said, like, neither one of them owned the other one. Both of these are just ridiculous broads who run their mouths. Like, that's it. But I will say this, I do challenge Black Democrats to at least consider one truth from Candace that I felt like she spoke. And she said that Black people should be insulted that Biden would have a sit down and a talk with Cardi B and not someone who was versed in politics to speak on your behalf. And that I do honestly agree with. And I think that that Black people in general, we are just pawns for both political parties. The Republicans are not necessarily even trying to reach out to us. And when they do, I don't think it's really taken as sincere, especially in this day and age. And the Democrats, they do take Black people's votes for granted. So if they're even going to reach out to Black people, they're coming in on some pandering shit, which is what I feel like Joe Biden was doing, to have a sit down with Cardi B, of all people. Cardi B, who's, let's face it, she's not the most eloquent speaker. Maybe she's a good rapper, but she's not like, let's say, a rapper like those rappers from the 80s who knew like how to use words really well, like Big Daddy Kane or some shit like that. She's, she's pretty hood, like, why couldn't, if you're in, and it's always that politicians want to speak to entertainers. And I've talked about this on my channel before, and then very reminiscent of Hillary Clinton going up to the Breakfast House talking about having hot sauce in her bag after Beyonce came out with Formation. Does she even know what she was quoting when she said that? Who knows? But I'm tired of seeing white Democrats pander to Black people. Pander to Black Democrats and Black Democrats accepting it as, oh, they like us, they're here for us, they're down for us. Like, what are they really doing, for us, for you? And I voted independent for the first time ever during that 2016 election, and I don't even know if I'll vote for president in this election. People always talk about voting for the lesser two evils. But evil is evil, and racist is racist. I don't know, like, so do I go with the overt racism or the covert racism? Do I, what I mean? Like, that's kind of what it seems like the choices are. And just for me, and I've told you all this before on my channel as well, I don't think that politics in this country is really the answer for Black people. I think that our best bet is just to focus on our personal wealth and somehow finding a way to learn how to make a Black dollar turn over within the Black collective. And I don't know how that's ever going to happen. But those are just my thoughts. And I can also say that I'm also hoping that Republicans can see, that Black Republicans can see that the Republican Party uses Candace and those two donkeys called Diamond and Silk, I think that's those ladies' names, in the same way that the Democrats used Cardi B. So I mean, it's up to you. You know, now I do think that there's a lot more riding on things this time around, especially with, rest her soul, Ruth Bader Ginsburg passing away, and now, you know, knowing that a president is going to need to select a justice, you know, that's going to be a big deal. Yeah, so there's more at stake, I would say, in this election, but I would just say that we're all kind of better off to just focus on building personal wealth. And that doesn't even just go for Black people. You know, if you're not probably a billionaire or a multimillionaire, these things don't do a whole lot to help regular people who work regular jobs and, you know, have a somewhat regular existence. So, but, you know, to each his own, and everybody's going to do what they're going to do. But I just had to give my 2 cents on that. And I want to get to the chat and see what y'all are saying about that. And then we'll move on to Joe Budden and then catch up with the current topics. And then stay tuned, because somebody's going to win some money when we play IDGAF, and somebody else is going to win some gift cards. At least 2 people are going to win gift cards. So y'all hang out here with me. Let me get back to the comments and see what y'all are saying about these topics. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know what pregnancy reveal video you're talking about, Alethea. Tell me what you're talking about. Yeah, that's kind of it, Felicia. I do feel like that's what politics has come to. It's just come to a popularity contest. I feel like that's exactly what it is. And yeah. Yes, Paris. Good point. Kanye did it for Trump as well. That's true. And, you know, it's kind of funny to me to watch how, because I do see some people giving Kanye a little bit of flack for, you know, for trumping around, for lack of better phrase. But he doesn't get the heat that Candace does. He doesn't get the heat that Black women get for doing the same thing. And again, that just kind of goes to another point where, you know, Black men don't, amongst the Black collective, we don't hold them to the same level of accountability that we hold Black women to. And that's just always been, I'm afraid it's always going to be. When is Joe Biden going to sit with Cube? Are you talking Ice Cube? I don't know, but I could skip that too. I don't want any rappers sitting down, you know, speaking politics on my behalf. I don't need T.I. and his crazy ass. Are there no politicians, like maybe even some activists, some preachers who are active in their communities who they can sit down and speak with? Why does it always go to the entertainers for us? I don't like that. I don't like that, you know, and when I brought it up before, I said, okay, like when white people are feeling disgruntled about their taxes being raised, you never see them on Twitter talking about, oh my God, where is Jennifer Aniston? Why isn't she speaking up for us? Hello, Brad Pitt. Do you see what he's talking about doing with our taxes? But we are the ones who sit up on social media asking about why isn't this celebrity speaking up? Why isn't Kanye saying nothing now? Why isn't T.I. saying nothing now? You know, why isn't whatever, you name it? Well, where's Cardi B now? Like, why the fuck are we looking for these people to speak up for us? I don't want them speaking for me. White people are never sitting around, okay, well, you know, if you're in this tax bracket now, then you're going to have to pay XYZ dollars. Oh no, where's Tom Cruise? Like, hello, Tom Cruise, like, why aren't you speaking? It's only us. It's only us looking for some damn entertainers to speak up for us. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't need that. Sabrina says exactly. Thank you. Right now, Colorado, I guess, CO is trying to drum up more attention for her. Cardi, I guess, for her. Who's CO? Oh, Candace. Sorry, Candace is trying to drum more attention for her little book through Amazon. Biden chose Cardi because of her platform. Exactly. Yeah, it's all. Oh, hi, Nate Funk. I didn't see that. Let's see here. What are you saying? What did I miss? I missed a comment. Yes, Lady Yana. Of all the people Biden could have spoken to in order to reach Black people, Cardi B, though, she's not even Black, and she sure as hell doesn't speak for Black people. True. Yeah, she's partly Black. Like I've always said on this channel, Cardi B is just Black enough to go around and be able to use the N-word without getting popped in the mouth. That's how Black she is. But she herself claims to be in an interracial relationship. Offset ain't white. So then she's not really claiming Black. She might have some Blackness. I mean, it's clear that she does have some, but she's somewhere, to me, I would guess between 25 to 50% Black, but that's not Black. She's biracial or multiracial or something, but that's not Black. And we got to stop accepting these people as Black. We got to stop calling them Black because we're only participating in our own erasure when we do that, because their multiracialness or their biracialness, that's a more acceptable, more palatable form of Blackness. And so they'll, then that lets white people say when it comes time to represent you, whether it's in film, TV, in the regular job world, for school, whatever it may be, for scholarships. Oh, well, Black people say that she's Black, so then we don't have to accept Black. We can accept this Black, and let's take that. That's how you end up with these fucking, what's the chick we talked about last week, the Rachel Dolezal #2, the one who came out, another white woman pretending to be Black and pretended to be Black all the way up to a doctorate degree and got all these scholarships and all these grants and, all these educational and career opportunities pretending to be a Black woman. Why? Because Black people just want anybody who says they want to be Black. Yeah, come on in, and then don't let you have a little bit of light skin, a little bit of curly hair, then we surely, you're Black royalty. We got to stop that shit. It doesn't benefit us. It doesn't. Let's see here. Hi, Cocoa Butter Barbie. I see you coming in here. Let's see here. Yeah, Trump has shown who he represents. Exactly. Can I pin the StreamYard link? If I can, I don't know how. I'm going to have to work on that, and I don't want to mess up anything, but I'll put it back in here though. And I'll just kind of, my if I have moderators in here, I don't know if Lady D is still in here. She's the only moderator I saw. If I have moderators in here, will you please copy this link and just post it in the stream from time to time so that I don't have to do everything. I'm trying to entertain you. Gosh, no, just kidding. Here, paste that there. Okay, there, because I don't know how to pin it. I'm sorry. Let's see what y'all saying. Yeah, okay, thank you. Alethea was trying to help me out with that. I could not come up with Candace Owens. Yeah, that was like a real slip of the brain. Yes, Malcolm X did say that a long time ago. Hi, is it Nolitha July? Thank you. Oh, thank you for coming from Storm and from South Africa. Thank you for being here. So this will give us a different perspective if we get to talk with her, get to see some of her thoughts. Nate Funk says celebrities are heroes. See how conditioned we are in a Black community. Exactly. Like why? Okay, and I can understand like maybe years ago, this is like all that we see, whatever, but like, why are we still thinking that way? We know more, we have access to more information at our fingertips. Why is this still the train of thought? I don't understand. Let's see here. Cocoa Butter Barbie says, I've been listening out, but I was driving. Thank you for having us on in your radio. And I can understand that. BDB says she can relate more to Cube than she can Cardi B. Now I can too. However, I don't think that either one of them deserves to be any kind of representative for Black people when it comes to the political realm. You know, I mean, I'll listen to their opinions about something, but this is, I mean, are rappers the only people that we can pull from when it's time to, you know, like literally deal with a presidential election? There's no other people qualified but our rappers. Like, are you kidding? Just Z says Cardi is not Black. Her parents and grandparents do not have Black ancestry. She does not claim to be. That's why she says she's interracially married. And see, and I know I've heard her say more than one thing about whatever her racial identity is. But I mean, we gotta, I mean, okay, there are those exceptions, right? Where two Black people have a child and it comes out, you know, really light and looking like it could be racially ambiguous or something. But for the most part, when you have two Black parents, you look like a Black person. And we gotta stop like doing this to ourselves. Like, why would anyone look at Cardi B? Jennifer Krug, that was that lady's name we talked about last week. The white woman who was walking around pretending to be an Afro Latina for like a freaking decade. And she had this horrible accent that we heard her speak at this meeting. And, you know, so like that's, I guess, Afro Latinas to her is just a bad accent and hoop earrings. And for some reason, she was able to get away with this like forever, you know, and, you know, have all these studies about, you know, African related topics and Black people in the diaspora. And it's just like, are you kidding? So, y'all, we gotta like kind of just be honest with ourselves that, you know, Black does look like something, right? And it doesn't always look the same way. And yeah, yes, we do come in different shades and everything, but like, it's nothing wrong being able to say that this is a Black. I can look at this Black person, I can see that this is a Black person. I can look at this person and see that, you know, I can tell by the texture of her hair, there's probably some Blackness somewhere down the line, but this is not a Black person. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying that. Let's see here. We'll get to that, Beauty B. She says because our Black leaders are too busy but naked in hotel rooms with prostitutes. Speaking of that, we are going to talk about Andrew Gillum in a minute. Let's see here. What do y'all have to say? Yes, the accent. The accent was horrible, y'all. We heard that. Hi, Dominique Graham. Did I say hi to you? Thank you for being here. Right. Thank you. They use Blackness for their benefit, but we can't do vice versa. Exactly. You know, it's like it's funny because like a lot of biracial people who are, you know, half Black and half white. Hi, Monica Love. Thank you for being here. They'll, you know, move into spaces in Black culture, and you know, and then they become, especially the women. Let's kind of keep it real. So the biracial women can come into Black spaces and into spaces in Black culture and take up those spaces. You know, I'm the new whatever hot rapper. I'm the new hip hop artist. I'm the new R&B singer, whatever. And then like when Black people aren't, like when the record sales aren't doing so hot, well, you know, Black people don't want to support me, yada yada yada. You know, but it's like, why aren't you doing that over in white world? Like it's almost like Black people, like it's our job, you know, to take up and support, you know, biracials and everything. But white people are very much they are very much concerned about preserving whiteness. And it's almost like it's a crazy notion to think of Black people wanting to preserve Blackness, you know. And so like we're just, hey, give us your poor, you're tired, you're hungry, give them all to us. You know, it's like, why does this become our issue? Like, why don't you go and complain about how white people aren't buying your music? You're just as white as you are Black. And so like, that's what I mean. And it's not anything to down biracial people. They deserve their own lane. They need their own lane. It would benefit them and it would benefit Black people as well. But white people aren't letting biracial people come into their spaces and call themselves white. So why do Black people do it? It's just weird to me. Cocoa Butter Barbie says no other race has a problem with protecting their race. You can't be Chinese, Japanese, etc. if you have a Black parent. And yeah, we do kind of seem to be the only ones. You know, it's like we're like just begging, hoping, praying that somebody just has like this much Black in them. Oh yeah, you're one of us. You're Black. Yay! You know, you have like a little bit of wave in your hair. You're Black. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. We'll go on to the next topic. Mm.